All right, guys. Today we're going to jump into standard form. All right, what are the three forms that we've already learned? What's the first equation? When I ask you guys what equations you know in Algebra 1, what's the first one you give me? Y equals mx plus b. Does anybody remember what that's called? Slope intercept. We talked about that. Slope intercept. Why? Because they give me a what? A slope and an intercept. Easy. What was the next one? Do you guys remember what was a couple days ago or Friday? No, that's direct. I do like that you remember that. Y equals kx. That's direct variation. Okay, but we're not quite there yet. Well, we don't really need that today. What's the other one? Y y1 equals m x minus x1. Good. That is called what? Do you guys remember? Point. That's point slope form because they give you a what and a what? A point and a slope. Okay, they give me an x, a y, and a point. What was the thing I had you guys repeat in class? X goes with x, y goes with y. You guys remember that now? I'm glad you remember that. Okay, so that's half the battle. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we are going to go into what's called standard form. Let me find my little clicker. I don't see it, so I'm just going to use a mouse. That's just the way it goes. All right, standard form. Maybe. Just kidding. Guess I'm using my keyboard. Anybody see my clicker? All right, here we go. Standard form of equation. Let's do it. Here is standard form. AX plus BY equals C. Okay, and I'll explain what that means here in just 1 second. I'm going to let you write that down. AX plus BY equals C. That thing just up and vanished. Oh, it's charging. Good. Found it. Okay. All right, AX plus BY equals C. Now here's what I want you to underline. X and Y. Because all this means is that the x and the y are on the same side of the equation. That's all it is, okay? Ax plus by equals c. The x and y are on the same side, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you two different methods to how to solve this, okay? It's really not that hard, okay? Usually we do the notes, we take a break, I give you one activity, yes? Today you've got two, okay? None of them are real hard, okay? Nothing is really hard, okay? One of them is a maze worksheet, and the other one, if you look around the room, there's a scavenger hunt. It's not, oh yeah, you got to get up and move today. Sorry, I saw some people rolling their eyes. Yeah, you got to get up and move a little bit. All right, here we go. Method number one. What you're going to do is to solve this, okay? To solve these, we're going to convert to slope intercept. And of course, I'm going to give you the keys to this, okay? Here it is, AX plus BY equals C. There's your equation again. I'm going to convert this to slope intercept form, okay? Now, what is slope intercept form again? Y equals mx plus b. All right, so here are your two steps. Step number one, we are going to move the ax. We're going to move the entire term. That is an entire term. The x and whatever number is attached to it. We're going to move the ax to the other side. To the other side by either adding or what? Or subtracting, okay? Obviously, it kind of depends on which term you have, okay? Right, we're just going to take one term because what is slope intercept form? Y equals, correct? So we need the x to be on the right side. If we're starting out with the x on the left side, we just need to take it to the other side, okay? Don't overthink that. Please do not overthink that. We're just going to take the ax from one side to the other just by adding or subtracting. That's pretty easy, okay? Step number two, we're going to divide everything, okay? Or you can multiply if it's a fraction by the b. Okay, it's basically like a two-step equation. So then we're going to divide. Everybody good so far? So basically, you just move it over and then you divide. Because if it's 3y, I need to divide by 3 so I can get y equals. I can get everything away from the y. Okay? Now, this actually goes down below this, okay? Just so that you have room on your notes. I'm going to put it over here just because, well, like I said, I'm tall. So you guys know that. All right, the example they gave me was this right here. 10x plus 5y equals what? 25. Okay, there we go. 10x plus 5y equals 25. What was the first step? What did I tell you to do? Now, like I said, this goes down here. Don't write it on method 2 side. All right, here we go. What was my first step? Move the ax. So that entire term, you see this term right here? What's the opposite of positive 10x? Negative 10x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 10x from both sides. Yes? Have I lost anybody yet? I'm just going to take a positive 10x, move it to the other side, and make it a what? A negative. So now I'm left with 5y equals negative 10x plus 25. Yes? Now, I always put the x in front because y equals mx plus b, right? The x goes first, and the y-intercept is afterwards. So I kind of squeeze the x in there right after the equal sign. Okay, I just slid it right in there. Now, what was step number 2? Somebody read it. Divide everything by b. What's the number in front of that y? 5. So I'm going to divide everything by what? Divide everything by 5. 5, 5, 5. Y equals. Hey, isn't that our goal? Our goal is to get to y equals. Yes? Perfect. What is negative 10 divided by 5? Negative 2 what? X, and then 5 divided by 5? 25 divided by 5. There's my equation. Y equals negative 2x plus 5. So now we can graph it. Is everybody good? Yes? So I'm just going to write this equation down here so that you have it. Y equals negative 2x plus 5. Is anybody confused yet? Wake up for me. I know you're tired. I'm tired too. Is everybody okay? All right, here we go. The second method. Let's see. Here we go. Method number 2. Method number 2 is we're basically just going to find the intercepts. We're going to solve for the x and y intercepts, okay? I actually think there's a t in there. X and y intercepts. And I actually think this is easier than just putting it in y. Now, was y equals mx plus b hard? No. This one I think is actually easier. I actually think this is a much easier process, okay? Now, it doesn't always work out to be perfect numbers, okay? So here we go. To find the x-intercept. Okay, now think about this. Hold on. If we have x, you don't have to draw this. I'm just showing it to you so that you understand the y behind it, okay? Everything up and down this line, this is my x-intercept, yes? What do all these points have in common? Does anybody know? Everything that's on that line, do you know what they all have in common? Every one of those, the y is 0. Every single one of them. Would you agree? It's not up or down. So the y is 0 on all those coordinates. Yeah, I see some people nodding. So what I'm going to do, to find the x-intercept, I'm going to put or plug in a 0 for the y, and I'm going to solve. Okay, I'm going to plug in a 0 for the y, and I'm going to solve. Basically, what it does is it cancels out the y. Because what is 0 times anything? It's 0. It's 0. So if we have 0 times x, it's pretty much the exact same thing. Okay. That was actually really good. Okay. All right, so here we go. So we're doing the x-intercept. All right, so let's think about this. So now we're solving for the x-intercept. We're plugging in 0 for the opposite letter, right? So what if I'm solving for the y? What do you think is going to happen? Hold on. If we're solving for x, the y is 0. So if we're solving for y, what do you think is going to happen? The x is going to be 0. So here we go. We're going to plug in, 0 for x, not faux x, and solve. Everybody good? Makes sense? Pretty simple. Basically, all we're doing is just splitting it, because what did I tell you? If you multiply anything times 0, what happens? It's what? It's 0. Okay. Oh, if you guys are curious, I do a YouTube channel. I record all my lessons. So that way I have it. All right, we good? All right, let's move on. Let's go method number 1. Method number 1, flip over the page. Convert to slope intercept and solve. All right. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the problem? Here we go. 3x plus 5y equals 15. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to give you guys a second to solve it. Ready? Go. Talk to your neighbor. All right, guys, here we go. Step 1. We got 3x plus 5y equals 15. So tell me what you got. So positive 3x becomes a negative 3x. So we've got 5y equals what? Negative 3x plus 15. And then step 2. Divide by 5. Good. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Y equals. Now, this is what we were talking about. It's negative 3 over 5. So do I change it to 0.6? No, I do not. So what do I leave it as? Just leave it as that. Is that simplified? Is negative 3/5, is that simplified? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Negative 3/5 x and then plus 3. So, all right, let's graph this. How do I graph it? We did this. Whoa. That's all right. Hey, think through it. Think through it for a second. It is. Hold on. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor. Go. All right, guys. Hey, what's the y-intercept? Positive 3. So I go up 3, correct? So that takes care of that. Now what? What's the negative 3/5? What does that have to do with anything? So what do I do? Go down 3, go right 5. 1, 2, 3, and then right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? And then, hey, that's a pretty good line. It's not bad. Yes? Cool. All right, let's go to the second one. Same thing. It's the same problem. Method number 2. Let's do it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this problem twice. Not a big deal. 3x plus 5y equals 15. 3x plus 5y equals 15. Okay? Now, look at your notes. Look at the other page. Let's start with x. What did I tell you to do when we're solving for x? Plug in 0 for y, which is ultimately what's it going to do when you multiply times 0? It's going to cancel it out. It's going to make it 0. So basically, we're just getting rid of the y is ultimately what's about to happen. Does everybody understand that? So watch. Here we go. So if I plug in a 0 for y, because we're solving for x, this is now going to be 5 times 0, which is what? 0. So that cancels out. So this just becomes 3x equals 15. And that's just, what is that called? 3x equals 15. How many steps do I need to solve that? That's just one step. So what do I do? Well, it is multiplying, so what's the opposite of multiply? So I'm going to divide by what? 3. 3 times what is 15? So x equals 5, yes? Now check this out. Hold on. This is the important part. What you just found was your x-intercept. That's what you just found. You just found, I'm spitting everywhere. Good, that's good. I just found 5, 0, because we plugged in 0 for y, didn't we? There's that coordinate. And if I graph that, it's right there. Which if you look over here, it's the same point. I see some like, oh, yeah. It's mind-blowing, I know. Okay, it's not rocket surgery. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's solve for y. You do the same thing. I'm going to pause it. You guys solve for y. Go. So now we're doing the same thing. Okay, we're doing the same thing, but opposite. Yes, we're doing the same thing, but we're doing opposite. So here's what it is. If I'm this one, I was solving for x. I put y 0. This one we're solving for y. So what needs to be 0? The x, because it's the same as this before. All these points are 0 something. That's what we've been talking about. If you have a 0 and a number, that's a y-intercept. Okay, so we're going to put 0 in for x. So we got 3 times 0, which is what? That cancels it out, doesn't it? So now it's basically just 5y equals 15. Yes? So we divide by 5, divide by 5. What does y equal? 3. Y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at my lines. They're the exact same line. So there's two different methods to solve these equations. It's the exact same line, exact same equations. Because what's this? Hold on. What's the y-intercept? 3. What's this one? Plus 3. Everything matches. It all matches up. So there's two different ways to do it. Now here's how I always did it. If I had this problem, if I have one that looks like this, 2x plus 3y equals 12, here's how I would actually do it. I would actually split it and go 2x equals 12, 3y equals 12, and I just solve both of them. It's the same thing. Isn't it pretty much the same thing? I just gave you the longer version for the notes. You don't necessarily have to write it out like that. I just do the split, put the 2x or put whatever x is over here, put the y over here, and they both equal 12 or whatever number they give you. Yes, go ahead. What's my slope here? Negative 3/5. But the thing is, once you plot the points and just draw a line through it, it'll make it the right graph or not. We didn't have to find slopes, so all you have to do is find the intercepts. The way the intercepts fell, make it a negative slope. That's just the way it works. Everybody good? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a 5-minute break, just a quick 5-minute break. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go around the room, and there are intercepts all around the room. It's going to ask you for either the x or the y intercept. Your job is to find them in the correct order. Okay? We'll do that here in just a minute. Cool? All right, take a break.